What's up, y'all? This is Jewelz Alize with Video City, and I am here with Dutch, one of the New York City models for Daniel Leather's fashion show tomorrow, end of the summer fashion show. So introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and give us your Instagram.
Hi everybody, my name is Dutch, and I'm from Guyana, and my Instagram is @DutchBanks.
Okay, my fellow GT. When I saw her Instagram, so I've been following this girl for a few years. I've seen her in a few fashion shows that we've walked in together, and it was so interesting for me to see her today because I'm like, you know what, I want to interview some models, and it's perfect because you're like everywhere. So just give me a little insight on your modeling journey, how you found out about Daniel Leather's show, and we can go from there too, okay?
Well, my modeling journey has been great. Every time I get in front of a camera, I feel free, so I want to do more. How I know about Daniel's Leather was word of mouth. Okay. Somebody told me about it in 2022, 2021.
Yeah, so had a fashion
yes.
Okay.
And I did that, and then from there they continue working with me. They always be like, Dutch, I need you. So I just come and I do my thing, and I be Dutch.
Okay. So what I got from that insight is the networking is really key, because a lot of times models, and we are doing this like as a model exclusive because we're here for the model rehearsal of the show. So I wanted to impart some advice for like the newer models is any show that you go to, network. Get that word of mouth, because I'm sure whoever told you about this, you met them at another fashion show?
Yeah, one thing with me, I network a lot. I go to a lot of shows, because I'm not only a model, I am a vocalist, I'm a dancer, I do bottle service, I be in music videos. I'm diverse, so I try to do everything, because when you're in the entertainment industry, you have to have more than one skills. You can't just be a model. So yeah, networking is the key. You can't be antisocial, you have to be a people's person, and know how to talk to people, and personality is a thing too. So.
And what about what advice would you give to somebody who wants to model but is not necessarily a socialite yet? Like they're still breaking out of that, not talking to as many people. What can you say to help them get into that? Were you ever shy? Like you just was never shy?
No, I was never shy. I'm always like this. I'm always self-confident and outgoing. That's just me.
Okay. So it just came very naturally.
All I have to tell them is you got to come out of that shell and try to be social and stop being antisocial, because you would never go anywhere. You would always be one place at a time. If you want to go up, you got to know how to get out of that shell and be you and show your talent and just go out there and don't be scared or be self-confident, because you will never reach your goals. So yeah.
Have you so this is the first Daniel Leather show that you said you did one last year, right?
I did 2 previous Daniel's Leather shows.
And have you gotten any kind of connection out of that from the people that you met there? Like, tell me a little bit, like, how was it like being at a Daniel Leather show?
Oh wow, the first show I did, Natalie Nunn pulled down my pants, so that went viral. So I gained a lot of
attention.
Connect and attention. Shade Room was there, Krishan Rock saw my booty. She literally it was epic. Like the second show I gained a lot too. It's all about coming out, doing your thing, networking and stuff, and don't be shy and be you and be unique. So yeah.
I love that. I want to just close out with something that maybe you've had to overcome, because you seem so confident and so like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not seem, but are. And so like, just to somebody who has that's something that they want to develop, what is something that you've had to overcome so far as a model, a host, a dancer, or something like that you've experienced that you could maybe warn them about or tell them, it's going to be okay?
You know what's funny? I'm always like this. I never had to overcome no fear or nothing. I pray. I be like, God. I mean, when you God is my protector, my guidance. He always guides me and he always be there for me. So I'll be like, God, please take away my sweaty hands. And my first walk, I'm always nervous for my first walk. I'm human. So you gotta pray to God and he will guide you, and it always flows. So I'm always self-confident. I never have to overcome no fear or nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I love that. Like I said, I've been following your Instagram for a little while, so I've seen you here, there. This one, you went to GT, came back, you did Carnival. So I guess one part that I want to say to y'all before I do close out is people's always watching you, okay? Same way
my sister's watching with me.
Yeah, and not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, people, the industry is small, okay?
It's true.
People think that, oh, so many people in the world, nobody's gonna notice. No, the industry is small. If you're not on point, we're gonna know. And it's okay. Like, I walked around the room and I was picking models for these interviews, and a few people were like, oh no, I don't have any makeup on, I'm bare, I'm here for rehearsal. But at the end of the day is, if you can get on camera, no makeup, you're in like casting clothes, like this is the moment to shine you know? Exactly. Like, you don't have to be dressed up, none of that. And it's this is what they're casting. Like, how can I add on to? Exactly.
She looks good.
And the fact that she's so confident too, like, you look good already, you know?
She got me blushing.
She said. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing you on the runway tomorrow.
Looking forward to see you too.
I wish I could be there, baby. I wish I could be there. Okay, but I'm really sad that I'm gonna miss the show. I hope you do the best, and I know you will. And I'm ready to see the content. You're gonna kill it.
You see my Instagram, so you'll see it. Thank you.
So this is Jewelz Alize. I'm closing out with Dutch
Banks. Follow me at Dutch Banks.
Yes, at Dutch Banks on Instagram. Peace out.
Yeah, we just gonna go straight in. Yeah, the hue was Mountain Dew. Talk is like Sister Soldier on Phil Donahue. You just a barnacle, attached to these crabs trying to steal my sound or two. Moana complexion, Madonna, keep me lacing designer. I know a bad chick with a cleft palate tastes sweeter than stewed rabbit, and she a Gucci addict. Just cause I'm rapping don't only mean I just want a paddock. The X-ray turn me on, plus the Panera. In the land of Oz, yellow brick road, camouflage, London fog, rain boots, doubles of Marby, you bitter niggas, I'm sorry, you biting probably. With sharp tails, these guppies will follow blindly. Get behind me like Satan at the altar. Bow down to no man's the makings of a monster. This is my song, the vintage pythons. Hush please, way too much lip and think he my son. My sons are get my money, my booties God. Is what I hear in my Armani layered fleece guard. Wake up, crack a dawning, morning yawning. Don't hate before you brush your teeth. That's a warning. That's a warning. Yeah. Don't hate before you brush your teeth. That's a warning. That's a warning. Yeah. Mine got quicker and the grits got thicker. Need a boss chick to be amused in the mistress. I don't really care if a waist on thinner. Hips need to bear the children that I give you. Build from the ground, sturdy with my pillars. The beast from the east, not twice but it's thrice. Sunnydale on the shelf, part 2, what's your price? Don't hate before you brush your teeth. That was first, but don't block before you floss your gums. Which is worse? So fiend if you know what you want, quench your thirst. There's the hearse waiting outside the church. Little birdie told me frankly you was tripping on the perk. Keep your thoughts to yourself and you live to the morning. Don't hate before you brush your teeth. That's a warning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Brush your teeth. That's a warning. Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of Video City TV. We are the #1 platform where we discover new artists for you to listen to. Today we have Ryan Alexander. Applause. Yo, from Chicago Bulls. I see it up there on your roof, on your ceiling, representing. How are you feeling today?
I'm great. I have no complaints. I always say, why complain? Is it going to make it any better? Just go with it, roll with it. And I'm good. I'm rolling with it, everything. Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so grateful to be able to interview you. I've been watching your journey and it's more than like music. I also saw that you had a fitness journey that you just are doing right now. And I know that takes so much discipline and hard work. And what changes have you experienced since you started going on that journey? And how does it relate to your music, do you think?
No, it definitely, you want to feel confident, with yourself when you're creating. You want to be in a good headspace and, health is wealth. So, I had, just gained a bunch of weight, we'll call it the pandemic weight, happy weight, all of that stuff. And,
Mhm.
I was just comfortable, and I do a bunch of shows and I'm just kind of like, if I want to present myself, as a serious artist, who's going to be pursuing this dream, like I want to look the part too, so I just really locked in and really like focus more on like what I'm eating, than even just working out. Yeah, I was in the gym like at least 5 days a week, like really locked in. But, it was really about the focus on, the food that I'm taking in and the calorie intake and all of
That's
that
so
stuff.
disciplined too.
It's hard. And I mean, I love how you call it a journey because it's not just like, all right, I put in, 6 weeks and I'm good now. No, like you have to keep going like for life. Cause what's
Yeah.
the point of even, getting back down and not, staying consistent with it? So it's always going
Yeah.
to be a journey for sure.
So what was the hardest part of, continuing that journey? And what
Uh,
did you have to tell yourself or do to be able to push yourself, even when it came to like music as well?
Honestly, just the consistency is success, like that's in everything that we do, music, fitness journey, work, whatever your day jobs, like the consistency of doing it is how you get really, really good at it. And, I think that has been the driving force, like knowing that, oh, if I sleep in today, or if I don't make time today, dang, I wasted a day and I need 5 days, so it's, staying true to yourself and, holding yourself accountable as well, because we're not perfect.
Mm.
We do have to give ourselves a little grace, but we also have to stay on it and, be serious.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. You are very talented. I saw that you play the piano, you play the drums, you sing, you rap. Sounds very poetic too when you rap. Is there anything else that you do that I haven't seen yet or mentioned?
I
You
produce as well.
produce. So you produce your
And
own music.
yep,
How long have you
yep.
been doing music for?
I mean, I started learning piano at 11 and I just haven't stopped adding on, the
Wow.
things that I want to do musically since. And, I've been producing just as long, started with Fruity Loops, little HP computer,
Wow.
Microsoft,
Mhm.
and now I'm like really in it, like all the time producing,
Wow. Is this
writing.
something you knew that you wanted to do since you were a child, or did you have a moment in your life where you were like, okay, music is it for me, and this is what I'm going to pursue?
Yeah, no, I definitely kind of saw like the reaction to it, like when I was younger, and I felt like, wow, there's nothing else that I have tried that has given this same like effect, that, music has. So,
Hmm.
I figured that would be a big part, of my purpose, of like whatever I'm supposed to be doing here on this planet. And, yeah, yeah, it's always been like the goal for sure.
Wow. And I also saw that you do covers with other artists. You do collaborations. I saw that you performed with So Far. That's
Yep.
amazing. What has been your favorite part so far with creating music and being in this music journey?
Definitely the different types of people, I get to meet along
Mm.
the journey. And lately it's been such a wide variety because I've done like gigs with Mariano's as well. That's like a food chain grocery store in Chicago.
Oh,
And
wow.
they have a bunch, all over the city. And we just go and jam out there. And that's like a crowd that I would never get to perform for,
Yeah.
outside of the venues that I'm performing if I'm with So Far or something. And even, with So Far you mentioned earlier, like I've done some So Fars in New York, I've done some So Fars in LA, and that is just an awesome opportunity, like if I'm in the city, if I'm there for whatever, if I'm
Yeah.
going to be traveling, if I'm setting up my own tour, I can always tap in with different, people to get more gigs and meet more people to spread the music, build the fan base. And,
Yeah.
that's really what it's about.
So I wanted to ask because I was curious. Your name is Ryan Alexander 222. What is the 222 for?
What's the 222? That's I call that my angel number. And I mean, I said I call it like I own it, but I do kind of like carry it with me. You know, it's in my name. It's definitely a number that has followed me for a long period of my life. You know, like I started seeing it maybe in high school when I was younger. And, you know, after seeing 222 so long, I remember I saw it on a calendar and it was just like 222 on the calendar. I'm like, why is this on the calendar? And when I looked at it, it was the days of the year, you know, and I'm like, okay, what's the 222nd day of the year? I should know this. And and when I looked at it, it was my birthday, August 10th. And I thought that was like,
Oh, wow. Your birthday is the 222nd day of the year.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, yeah. I was like, all right, you got it. I accept it. I'm just gonna run with it. And I still see it to this day. Like I screenshot it all the time. I would tell all my friends, they're like, you're crazy. Like you're literally making this up. But no, it's a real thing. And yeah, it means alignment. I did look it up. You know, you got Google, so you're like, why am I seeing this
Mhm.
number all the time? And it was just about angel numbers and it's alignment as far as like you're in the right place at the right time. Like when you see that number, when you have that moment, you're like, look around, you know, and see like, you know, who you're with and what you're doing. And, you know, a lot of that has been confirmation for, you know, the journey that I'm in, you know, so.
Mm. What kind of advice would you give to an upcoming artist who is also pursuing music as their career?
I would say, because I always like I think about now where I'm at, and I'm like, if I had to do this when I was like younger, uh so one thing I would say, especially for aspiring musicians, um, you're gonna end up with a bunch of gear, you know, that you have to travel around with. So
Mm.
if you got a team of people to help you out, that'd be great. You know, for me, I have like my whole sound setup, the keyboard, the microphone, like the stands, like I have everything. And it does take some time to set up, you know, so like you have to add that to your time of performance and when you're supposed to be there and you know just be prompt, be early, you know. If you're early, you're on time. If you're on
Mhm.
time,
I heard of that
are you
saying.
late, you know, like but yeah, that's something I would definitely like advise to aspiring artists. And don't give up, you know, like you never know like the things that you can achieve. And I haven't given up. I've been in it a long time and I have seen some success, you know, and it's about where you're at more so than where you're trying to go. So when I compare year to year, 5 years ago, 5 years from now, you know, like that's how I'm kind of, am I being successful right now? Am I doing good? All right, yeah. I'm doing all right, you know. So
Wow. That's amazing. So let's talk about your new music video that you just dropped. It's No Rush.
mm,
See,
mm,
that was the
mm.
first song I heard from you, and I was like, oh, he's a singer. But then I'm like, oh my God, he sang some poetry after he raps too. So tell me about that
Yes.
song. Where was inspiration? Is that about someone in your life?
Uh-oh, hold on. Obviously, you know, this music is inspired, you know, by true events. I think that makes the best music. And it definitely was a period of time where I'm like, dang, you know, like let's get to know each other, you know, like let's not like rush this. Let's like make it a thing, you know, like let's make this fun and let's not waste each other's time, you know what I'm saying? So it's no rush is really just about, you know, taking your time and like getting to know the person and like going through the phases. And I think the video captures that as well, you know, like just a real intimate side. And yeah, that's really like the essence of the song, truly.
Wow. And what about like the music video? Did you direct it? Was it all of your idea?
Actually, I gave like free reign to the director, Ryan Colgrove, name twin. Okay,
Okay.
the double Ryan trouble right there. I think that's alignment again. I
Mhm.
met Ryan Colgrove through a friend in Chicago. His name is Max Williams, and they both are into videography. So I was going to LA a bunch, and he was like, dude, you should like connect with my friend. And I did. And we didn't like instantly work together. You know, we kind of just kept building a friendship. And, you know, I finally made some time to knock it out. And man, he had the treatment ready. And I sent him a bunch of songs to see like which one he think, you know, we could like build the best video for. And, you know, he came back with that. And I was like, okay, absolutely. Like, let's go.
Nice. So was it shot in Chicago?
It was actually shot in LA. Yep. Yeah, we went, they did like scout locations, and they definitely found some really cool spots around LA that are like, you know, some are familiar, like we had some Chinatown scenes in there, and some of them are like, where is this at? Like in the hills somewhere?
Yeah.
Like never seen this part, but
It looks
that's a
cool.
good job on their part for sure. Great team that we work with.
Nice. That's awesome. So, any exclusives that the world doesn't yet know that Video City TV can know about? Do we have new music dropping? Another performance that you haven't announced yet? Any that we can know?
Some exclusives. I definitely got 2 so fars coming up in Chicago, you know, so if you're in the Chicago area, please follow me. You know, I'm sure we're going to plug all of that stuff, but definitely like tap into that. And another exclusive that I could say, I definitely have another single that I'm going to be dropping maybe at the top of the year, you know, before the end of the year. I got a lyric video already done. Like it's going to be, you know, a vibe. We're probably going to tap in again once we drop that, you know, just to discuss that, because it's a different vibe, you know, from It's No Rush. And still, you know, singing, still rapping. That's my essence. So I do got a hip hop album and an R&B album I'm working on.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that's it. I'm not
One
going to
for
say
the guys and
anything
one for the
else.
ladies.
You already know the vibes. Okay. Yes.
Nice. So my final question, because I'm curious, I feel like I should have asked this earlier, but how do you find balance with everything that you do?
That's the $1 million question right there. You know, truly, it's really just being mindful. You know, the saying is we all have the same 24 hours, you know, like, and while like that is very true, some people are put in different positions than others that allow, you know, for you to be able to do certain things. But every individual has the capacity to, you know, manage their time, to really look at where they're putting these 24 hours. And, you know, you have to sleep at least 8 of them, you know, so you already got to like chop that up and really manage it and make sure that you're, you know, spreading out your passions as equally as you can, you know, with family, with relationships, with friendships, everything that makes you centered. And, for me, you know, like music is a huge part of what, you know, drives me and keeps me happy. So if I'm not doing music, I'm like not happy. I'm not happy anywhere, you know, like I'm just mad all the time, but I always do music, so I don't have to worry about that, you know, and that's keeping that balance is like just true to my core and true to like being more successful. So, you know, definitely just have like a balance of time. I think that's the key.
Time management. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Ryan Alexander, everybody, make sure you follow his journey. Check him out. He has new music coming out and he's performing. So if you are in the Chicago area, tri-state area, New York, Chicago's right there. So make sure to go check him out. This is his latest music video. It's No Rush. Before we go, any shout outs?
Any shout outs? Definitely got a shout out to the team. Shout out to Zaysky. Shout out to Will. Shout out to DG Groove. Shout out to It's RA Productions and the whole band. Shout out to everybody who supports me all around the world. And shout out to you for having me on your platform.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. Video City TV, tap in.
Women in the city, and I want you. Know you're riding with me. It ain't hard to choose you. I ain't tryna run game, but my mind running through. Our time is almost almost up. In the end, it's only us. It's no rush.
Never met a woman like you. Never met a man like me. You got all of this class. We got chemistry. Hardly ever make time. I'm just not around. You be busy too. Text you with the frown. What am I about you see? Wearing my heart on a sleeve. Saying what I mean. She in my life for a reason. Blessing me like sneeze. Ass so fat like sheesh. What's your zodiac sign? Let me find out you a freak. You my now and later, and everything in between. Got me feeling like a fiend when I get in between. I'm just blind to your flaws, oh so caught in your love. I don't wanna give my all, but I gotta give it up. See you like to tease. I'm like, you know what's up, don't lie. Make me believe that you want it for us. I don't wanna waste no time, we know it ain't no rush. How long are we gonna wait for someone else to come along?
All the women in the city, and I want you. You know you're riding with me. It ain't hard to choose you. I ain't tryna run game, but my mind you running through. Our time is almost up. In the end, it's only us. It's no
You ain't never going.
rush.
You ain't never going nowhere. You'll always be there. Pulling up when you call, showing you how I'm down. Ooh, she's so sincere. Ay, finna make that clear. Ay, risk it all on me. Ay, she ain't got no fears. No, you just change your hair. I'm thirsty to say it's nice. Messing it up all night. Now I gotta pay the price. How is this my life? Gotta make her my wife. She's slugging berry bonds. Can't strike out in the ninth. They be pressing you, but you ain't budging. You ain't budging. No, you be with your besties. You be clubbing. You be clubbing. Yeah, when you do your dance, they be gassing. They be gassing you. Then you shake that ass. They be loving. They be loving you. I don't even care what they think. Don't care what they say. You're the one and I'm okay if this is how it play out. I just hope we make it out, just so we can make out. Get the ring you pick. They see it when we go out.
All the women in the city, and I want you. You know you're riding with me. It ain't hard to choose you. I ain't tryna run game, but my mind you running through. Our time is almost up. In the end, it's only us. It's no rush.
They be pressing you, but you ain't budging. You ain't budging. You be with your besties. You be clubbing. You be clubbing. When you do your dance, they be gassing. They be gassing you. Then you shake that ass. They be loving. They be loving you. They be pressing you, but you ain't budging. You ain't budging. You be with your besties. You be clubbing. You be clubbing. When you do your dance, they be gassing. They be gassing you. Then you shake that ass. They be loving. They be loving you.
All the women in the city, and I want you. You know you're riding with me. It ain't hard to choose you. I ain't tryna run game, but my mind you running through. Our time is almost up. In the end, it's only us. It's no rush.